I think I promised a subscriber I wouldn't play any more Easter Multiplayer because they didn't make these cars regulated and free try. It's really unfair for players that want the cars, because players like me have a better car and then it's easier for us to win the blueprints. But I need to do some KDs. I'm going mad today, proper ranting to myself in my head. And I'm going to use the Aventador SV for fun. So let's see what happens on a gas tank on the SV and how high I can get from position 3700. Certain words are offensive or have a lot of power because of the letters that they use. So I can't say the words, but you know the words I'm talking about. They're short and they're sharp. They end harshly and lead to stuff. But even when you're playing the game, if I'm just shouting about another player and I go, that's a very fortunate man, it's very different to that's a lucky sod or something. So you can make it more emotive by using more not graphic language, but elaborate consonants. So now just what I'm going to get to... Oh, I thought I was in slipstream mode. I was waiting to catch their stream. Right, let's go. Let me think for a second, plan where everyone is. I'm about to question what the difference is between calling a virus corona and calling it COVID. So corona, it's a bit like a girl's name, like between Eleanor and Karina. It's quite a nice name, Corona. If there was no virus, corona, and you heard the name, you'd just think it was a girl's name. It's quite elegant, it flows quite well. Then you got COVID. Anyway, we'll get back to it. So the letters in the English alphabet, they kind of represent the sound that they make. This is a really bad race. Am I at the end already? Damn. Should just be using the Corvette. I should just use the Corvette. I'm going to do another race in the SV. I didn't get a single knockdown. Alright, I was talking about English letters. So the letter O, it's a circle. It looks like the sound. The letter S, it is the sound. It's curvy. All the letters in the English language that we use to write with actually represent the sound that they make. The relationship between a sound and a shape, or a sound and another emotion, or a word and a feeling, this is all called synesthesia. Now if you take the word corona, it's not that scary, it's quite elegant and feminine. The word COVID, because of the V in the middle and the D at the end, is so harsh, it's actually a lot more frightening than corona. And then when they put the number 19 at the end of it, that made everyone think there'd been 18 versions before, so this is 19 times as worse, when the 19 was just the year that it was first determined. They say we've got COVID-19, I say this year we've got a bad case of the flu. Don't go off. Oh, nice! Oh, did he get upset and disconnect? If I look really close at my car, I can always find a new scratch. I imagine if you look really closely at every new flu variant that comes out every year, you could give each one of them a name if you like, and we could start naming every variant that comes out and panic about that on social media and beg the country, what are you going to do about it? We're scared. We're scared of this new virus, thingy 21. Anyway, there's a great documentary called Unacknowledged. I can't remember the name of the main guy in it. He's a really articulate guy that likes talking about aliens. And he says something really interesting in the documentary, and the documentary was made ages ago, and he talks about dictators, the war on drugs, terrorism, all those things. And he says someone was talking to him. He says after all of those things, the government will they'll stage a fake alien invasion to make us all come together and make us all go, oh, please help us. We'll work together now and we'll behave. We'll comply with your new security measures if you help us from the aliens. And he was claiming that people are building spaceships, or he claimed that spaceships already exist, that America have already built these spaceships to stage the fake alien invasion. But then the virus comes along and you think, well, actually now they don't need to use the spaceships. The virus acts as a perfect mechanism to scare everyone enough, just like an alien invasion would. There's pretty much no difference between an invisible virus and a bacterial alien invasion. And the fact that it's a virus is so brilliant because it's invisible. You can keep people scared of it even when it's not there. Proper 1984 textbook brilliance of a permanent, perpetual war. Whatever the vaccine does, it will never leave the new system. I've got to spin. Danger. We'll never leave this new system that we've created, just like after 9/11. We never changed the world back after we've changed it then. Come on, SV, hit someone. That's for 9/11. Hit another. Oh. Right. Everyone's using the Corvette, except the guy that beat me with a bad connection. I said in a post I don't want to take the vaccine. I don't want it because I don't want to start a war with nature in my body. I know that when you start a battle with nature, nature normally wins. And I fear that everyone that has the vaccine will be vulnerable to another threat in the future that they don't know about yet. And maybe their children will be different to how nature intended. Effectively, that injection makes you a mutant. And I can't believe that the world want to give it to everybody without any control group in case something goes wrong. What if it sterilizes the whole earth? And yeah, the vaccine itself might not be able to theoretically sterilize you, but a virus might come along that only attacks people that have this certain protein that was created by the virus. That was a nice KD, sorry, thank you. That was only created by the virus. Ooh, spin. Shockwave into the thing. Spin, then landing. I have no idea what I was talking about because that just got fun and my brain got occupied, and that's what I used this game for. Oh, thank you for giving me second, number one. Carlos. I'm pretty sure thalidomide got tested for longer than any of these vaccines, and they were 100% sure thalidomide was safe. But I'm a mathematician. How I think is you don't know what you don't know. biologists seem to think if I do something 1,000 times, I've proved something. That's not proof. That's empirical evidence to suggest that you're on the right path. It's not proof. Proof is something so much more beautiful than that. I should do a video to explain how I know there's an infinite number of prime numbers, because I can prove it on a piece of paper with a pencil and no data input, no extra information, no tools, just with a pencil. You can get absolute certainty about something, and it's an incredible thing to see, I think. Because there's not much in the world you can be certain about, but I know there's an infinite number of prime numbers. I know it for sure. I've gone far too wide. This car is quite tough. Against the Corvette, it's very tough to drive. Oh, and there's someone behind me who really wasn't paying attention. Got to drift early there so I can shockwave out soon. Woohoo! Have I lost points? I should switch to the Corvette just for fun. Because I don't want to just play and lose. But I did say there's only 3 fuel left. Let's get them done. In England, all of the scientists advising Downing Street seem to work for pharmaceutical companies, and so what else are they going to advise but yet spend loads of money on vaccines and put it into those businesses? And then when we live in this future where they've said, oh, the new variants, the vaccine won't work on the new variant, so what, next year are they going to tell everyone you all have to have another injection, and the same next year, or even more than once a year? And then is it just like in the movie Equilibrium, and we're just lining up for our drug to make us comply, and like farm animals being herded and managed? I'm on nature's side. I have faith in nature doing its best for the planet, balance of the earth. H.G. Wells wrote in the end of War of the Worlds that we've earned our place on this planet. Over the millions of years we've learnt to live in harmony with the bacteria and viruses that are here. It's why the aliens die at the end of War of the Worlds. A cold kills them because they don't deserve their place here. Right, we're getting a bit... results are getting a bit too average. Let's finish this fuel tank. Can't remember what I was talking about. At all. Oh, hit him. Nice race. I got to do a race in the Corvette. I can't leave it like that. Let's go, guys. It's BQE, bitches. What does that mean? We'll see. Let's go. He had a bad paint job on his car as well, Islam. It's like a bad version of my one. Something gone wrong. I thought it was my car and I thought something gone wrong with my paint. No, it was his car. Let's try and get this guy with the shockwaves through here. There we go. See? Oh, stop spinning. Right, it's the evening now. I've calmed down a bit, but I still like playing Easter Multiplayer for no reason, other than the cars are solid. Oh. They're right behind me. Good Friday. I've just had my wake-up call from the bin men, letting us know it's not legal to sleep. We're not permitted to have lie-ins because we're not rich enough. When they took the bin out of our bin room and put it back in, they slammed the iron doors of the bin room about 14 times, causing the building to shake so much it was like it would knock ornaments off a fireplace, etc. or something. I think that's because they're annoyed we complained. So now they're trying to rub it in, make it sure they're seen and heard. Seems to be a common thing that can happen in London if you complain about anything to the council. They immediately tell the people you complained against, and those people get angry and then start becoming belligerent and problematic, or start bullying you, to hope you then won't complain again in the future, because you've learned, well, if you complain, your life will get made worse. It's kind of the rules. Most of the council workers in London do their jobs completely unsupervised, so if anyone ever questions that they haven't done it right, they feel so offended. It's like, how dare you question that I haven't done my job, that I don't do, that I pretend to do, that no one checks me doing. How dare you think I don't do it? And then you ask the council to put in a process so that they can check people do their work, and they refuse to because they know no one does their job. And if they start actually checking if people did their job, their staff would have a riot. Oh, what do I get in the Pro Pack? Lots of trade coins. Hello guys. I'm gonna go on the inside, I rarely do. Got left behind because of that KD. I don't think I'd have catched that guy. I'll never catch that guy in front. But I lost a lot of time to that KD. Which, had I not done, I would have been KD'd. I'm not sure how to end this video because I just keep racing and I've got no objective. I'm just using it as my therapy, and I may as well record while I'm racing. Let's get in the top 500. Let's try and get a nice win at the end. Or is it possible to get to the next league? How long will that take? Yeah. That should have been a KD. Oh, he wrecked anyway. can hear the car behind me aggressively driving. So you couldn't risk drifting at that moment. He could run in the back of you with a shockwave on. And I don't know if there's an SV behind me or not as well, so it could be faster. It's right on me now, but my shockwave will last longer there. So I delayed turning it on as defense. Suicide finish line. Hey Dominic. Right, top 500. Good luck, guys. I'm madder than you.